Hello, White Manga here with a new video. Hey, sup guys? This video is just gonna, have a little discussion on censorship in media, and I'm gonna use this opportunity to show you a short, very short comic sequential art thingy that I did. That it's not Apple Black related, and it's kind of one of the other story ideas that I have built, in this vault with other ideas that hopefully one day I get to. But I decided to do a little snippet, uh, part of this series that I have, which with a development title called, let's just call it Flynn Ultra for now. And I decided to take a little piece of that and tackle, have a little commentary on some my ideas or views on censorship in media and how I think ish goes down over there. And what I mean by that is just censorship in general, and how sometimes, depending on how it's executed, it can be a little bit distracting. Now, during the process of creating this, we went through different phases of realizing that there are other instances where if things aren't censored, they're just equally or even more distracting. An example would be Watchmen. What's the Mr. Dr. Manhattan? Yeah, Dr. Manhattan being naked throughout the whole movie was a little bit distracting, and maybe that's partly because male privates are censored as shit in media. So when you do see it, it's like whoa, 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 what is that? Keep it in your pants, man. Keep it in your pants. First, put on some pants. Anyways, here, before I go a little further into censorship, Flynn Ultra is basically supposed to be kind of a parody comedy action shonen comic slash manga that would make fun of superhero comics and shonen elements and things like that. It was supposed to be like a fun idea. And I have another story idea that kind of dives a little bit into the same thing, but probably will take itself a little bit more serious. But Flynn Ultra was supposed to be ridiculous, and then the lead is basically this retired villain. That's he's the main character in the whole show, but he's like a retired villain, and and even though he's a retired villain, the setting is in a world where superheroes have there's almost nothing else left for them to do, and they're kind of in charge in a way. It's almost like the superheroes are now the government, and slowly as time goes by, people that used to be the villains kind of find themselves becoming the heroes, from a different perspective. They're all like anti-hero kind of thing, and obviously there'll be some superheroes that are superheroes, that are good people and things like that. But it's supposed to be a weird setting where the line is blurred. What is good and what is bad, and all that is just thrown out the window in a way. And the lead is supposed to be this ridiculous, comical, yet edgy, can be really crazy, psychopathic kind of guy. And his powers, I imagine, would be very Hulk-esque, where he doesn't really know what his powers are. But I don't want to go into too much detail on what Flynn Ultra is, and where my mind flows within that series. I just wanted to take a little snippet out of it and have commentary on censorship, and I'll show you guys the pages that I did. I also had the pages kind of shown at a gallery in Texas, a little gallery in Texas. So it's actually on the walls. It's basically my comic on the wall. And the funny thing is, someone actually commented in a previous video or on my channel, kind of letting me know that they saw it in the gallery, and immediately they knew it was me. So that was kind of cool to have someone recognize your work immediately without even thinking that deep into it. But yeah, I'll show you guys the 4 pages I did, and you guys can tell me what you think. And in the comments, again, you tell me what you think. You can tell me what you think about censorship as a whole and how you think things should be censored. This guy kind of dives on some of those things where say a character gets blown up into bits, and she gets blown up into bits and her clothes get torn off and burnt off, but the parts that don't get burnt off are the parts that are covering her, or maybe her private parts or something, covering her boobies or whatever. And not specifically this case, but just cases like this where something happens and then something else happens that doesn't make sense, but you know as a viewer that that thing only happened to censor some other thing. It's confusing, but I hope you guys are following. And that's just the idea of how, you know, censorship can be done. How can censorship be done in a way that wouldn't be distracting? Or are there even cases where things shouldn't even be censored at all? I've watched like anime where, you know, they're trying to censor it, you know, so you know that's not like the original version of it, but they're trying to censor it, maybe remove the blood or gore or something like that. So it's not just nudity, it also involves gore or violence, excess violence or curse words and things like that. And like there was an anime that just put like a black circle over like the gore, and it was so obvious and distracting, you know. Or wrestling, where you know that the wrestlers in WWE currently, because of, you know, concussions and blah 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 blah, they don't allow the wrestlers to hit other wrestlers over the head with a chair. So every time I see them tease that you're gonna hit a wrestler over the head with a chair, I know that they're not going to do it. And you know, when it happens that they don't do it, I'm like, duh. So in some ways, some forms of censorship even hinder creativity and things like that. So y'all can just let me know what you think. Enjoy the video, read the comment here on this video, and, you know, let me know your thoughts at the end of it. Don't forget to like this video, share this video so I can get other people's opinions, and we can have a little mini discussion in the comment section. I will reply to a couple comments that I think are interesting. Yeah, that's it for this video. I'll be coming back with more actual tutorials soon. I'm in the process of moving, and I have this fun video that I decided to make that has to do with me moving. But I'm talking too much. This is Whyt Manga. Enjoy the video. I'm outie.